This is when Oba Femi held the NXT North American title for 272 days. In January 2024, Oba beat Dragon Lee to win the title. There was a rematch a month later at Vengeance Day. Oba tossed Lee like he's nothing and hit him with the fall from grace to retain the title. 2 weeks later, Oba faced Lexis King. Oba retained with the fall from grace. 3 weeks later, Oba faced Brooks Jensen. Oba hit Jensen with the fall from grace and followed by the second to retain the title. A month later at Stand and Deliver, Oba, Briggs and Dijak met for the title. Dijak hit Briggs with the Feast Your Eyes, went for the pin, Oba caught his neck and hit him with the fall from grace on Briggs to retain the title. 4 weeks later at Spring Breakin, Oba faced Ivar. Oba caught Ivar with the electric chair and followed by the fall from grace to retain the title. A month later at Battleground, Oba, Coffey and Wes Lee met for the title. Oba tossed Coffey like he's nothing, countered Lee's jump, hit him with the fall from grace and hit Coffey with another to retain the title. A month later at Heatwave, Oba faced Wes Lee. Oba retained with the fall from grace. 2 weeks later, Oba faced Duke Hudson. Oba threw Duke onto the announcer table, threw him inside the ring and hit him with the fall from grace to retain the title. A month later, Oba faced Otis. Otis was punching Oba in the corner, who picked him up and hit him with the fall from grace to retain the title. A month later at No Mercy, Oba faced Tony D'Angelo. Oba retained with the fall from grace. They had a rematch a month later. Tony put Oba through the announcer table, threw him inside the ring, hit him with a thrust spinebuster and he kicked out. Oba caught his neck, went for the finish, Tony countered him and pinned him to win the title.